Good morning. We can finally see some clear sky here, and what is really profound is how much the clouds obscure the infrared signature. And you can see at the bottom of our screen where we've got a compass, and I'm slowly rotating the drone over to the east where we will see the moon up in the sky. And the moon is also an infrared heat source, which is why it's white right here. So you can go up here, but you can see with that cloud coming over it that it begins to obscure it. If we switch from infrared into our standard view, there's our moon, and you can see how dispersed the clouds are in the sky, and even a small amount of humidity from the clouds will block a great deal of a heat source. It makes for a fantastic cloak, if you will. So going back to the moon there, and then switching back to infrared. There it is, and we're looking pretty clear right now. I'm going to switch back out of infrared, back to our wide view, and so we are heading, or at least having the camera at a heading of due east. And there's the sun coming up over the Atlantic seaboard. Over here we have a little hint of the sun coming up. Got a nice bridge over here. And if I switch from this view, which is our wide angle view, to the zoom view, which is a 7x magnification, see a little bridge there, and switching back out to our wide view. Coming back up, the moon should be a little bit more to our east, and we have another puff of clouds coming over here. It's like drifting into the way, and you can see that if we switch back into infrared, the moon is almost entirely blocked out. And that will show that it is easy enough for an aircraft of any sort to be able to mask its presence or camouflage itself from infrared merely by ducking behind a cloud. And it's not until you have clear skies that you can begin to look up into the skies to find what happens to be available from an infrared signature. And oftentimes these infrared signatures are not visible in natural light. So you can have any number of craft that is emitting an infrared heat signature that you simply would not see normally. And there we are. So it wouldn't appear with normal visual light. And still a beautiful morning. And I wanted to get up, watch the sunrise, and just see how much traffic there was up in the air right now. And going to be a very, very nice fall day. Temperature outside right now is in the low 40s. And if I go down here, I think we'll find back to infrared. That I can see that would be my arm, and you can see my feet out here in the grass. Decided not to wear shoes this morning. There's still no snow on the ground. But as we walk around a little bit, you can see going back to my home point. So coming back up, we'll orient the drone to an eastward setting and then tilt the camera head up. And generally, this is how you would also spot other heat signatures of animals and such like that. You can poke over here. There's definitely something on the grass there that's got a heat signature. And still dark, so hard to tell what that is. Could be a squirrel, could be a deer, or I'm going to say that's probably a deer over there. And actually go. Looks like there's a pretty long tail on that, so that's probably somebody's dog that's out for its morning business. Nope, that's a deer. You can see the longer neck as it begins to move around. But it does appear as though there is a tail on that, but you can see the infrared heat signature on that is absolutely wild. But you can tell by the motion that we have a deer there, just the way they walk. Heading back into the bushes, eating somebody's flowers. All right, and that's 7 minutes of infrared excitement for this morning. Have a blessed day.